Welcome back from that commercial break. You're still tuned in to Culture Daily, coming to you on through Music TV and Plus 89.9 FM. Now, on Unpacking this morning, we are going to have a conversation. My name is Lerny. My guest today is AD DJ. So let's find out who AD DJ is, or what he's been up to, especially since he started taking DJing seriously, and then in the past year as well. How has DJing transformed or added to his life? Okay, let's do that. Hi, AD DJ.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Are you okay? You seem a bit
I'm
down.
not a very morning person.
Okay,
yeah,
that's the case for all DJs. What else? We hear that all the time.
Yep.
Okay, so that's why the energy is a bit...
I'll kick in, don't worry.
Okay, please kick in now, because we are starting now. So
okay.
Give me 5. Yeah. Let's go. I need the energy, but yes. All right. Now let's start with AD DJ, right? The realization for you that you want to pursue DJing as a career.
Well, I've always said this. It came to me very sudden, like it was very quick. So I used to play around, and one time there was a competition, and I was told to sign up for it, and I won the competition, and it kickstarted my professional career. Just like that.
Okay. Now, if you say you were playing around and there was competition, give me. I want juice.
So then once you have this software or whatever on your phone or your laptop, and you kind of just messing around with it, not taking it very serious, but later on you realize that there's potential in this, so let me just try it.
But for what you're saying, that means that the people around you identified and appreciated that you were, on a certain path or on a certain trajectory for them to be able to convince you to go and participate in the YFM DJ competition.
Yeah,
right?
So way back high school, I used to put together a mixtape for my friends to dance with. It was something I did, I don't know, without even knowing that it was something serious.
Okay.
Yeah, so I used to do that. So when I started playing with the virtual DJ, they weren't surprised. They just knew, it's just taking in line.
That's the path for you. All right. Have you always been a music person or an entertainment-centered person?
I should think so. I like the easy life, the free life. The not so routine life.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can say that.
Okay. When did you identify this?
Like I said, I wouldn't know, but looking back, I could say high school because of the fact that I could put together.
So there's no time before high school that you remember?
I don't know. I've been listening to music, being around it. Like I said, the easy, not so rigid lifestyle.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, in your years as a DJ, right? I'm sure that you've played so many songs back to back, but I'm going to put you on the spot. What's that one song that, looking in your catalog, you can say, I have played and overplayed this song. I've used, overused, abused, misused this one song.
I'll say Onanino by Concept.
Okay.
So it's just it's also a party refill song where you can have a set regardless. And whilst you are plateauing during your set, it could be the song to take it to the next level.
Revive the crowd. Yeah. Okay. Now that you've mentioned that, how are you able to draw the line between your audiences and know what will work for them and what won't work for them? Because in reference to Wonanino, I dare say that there will be a certain crowd that won't even budge to Wonanino. Is there?
Not really, because I'm thinking in the clubs I can play it, at a wedding I can play it, on radio I can play it. Well, so you just have to, so as part of my work, knowing when to play a song is very important.
Exactly.
So it can be played anywhere, but when is the problem?
Okay.
The time, is the problem? Yes, the timing is the problem. So you need to know what time to play it. Do you get me? If the wedding is done, we are partying, it definitely can go in there. Not when the seriousness is all there and you're going to stop. Do you get me? Yeah. So it's just knowing when to play the song that matters.
I get you. I asked earlier about you differentiating your audiences. How do you go about that?
So now it comes to me natural because of the experience.
Okay.
But at first, I don't know, you'd have to try and make some mistakes and learn from it.
Okay.
So, like I used to be heavily on radio. At the same time, I used to be heavily in the clubs. So, like, but it didn't take me much time to tell what songs fit here and what songs fit here. Do you get me? So, it's just through experience also.
Okay. You mentioned making mistakes and learning from them, right? Which is, I mean, is normal, as humans, right? What are some of the mistakes that you have made along the journey, and then how have you learned from them, improved from them, and how have they also impacted your life?
So I'll say one of the mistakes is copying or learning wrongly from what everybody knows.
Okay.
So I'm the type that I've come to understand that I don't like prepare for a set. I stayed prepared for the set.
Okay. What does that mean?
So I won't say, oh, okay, I've got an Afrofuture set today, so let me like put these songs together to play as an Afrofuture set. No, I don't do that.
Okay.
It doesn't work for me.
Okay.
Right? But naturally, when you're coming up, you want to model what somebody has already done. So maybe you hear them say, oh, so I prepared for my set, I put the songs together, and you want to do the same thing. It might not be your style. Because in 10 years, the only time I had a bad set was, well, not a bad set, but the only time I had a not so good set, or like not so good for the beginning of a set, was the one time I prepared for the set. Like said, oh, I'm going to play track 1, track 2, track 3. Yeah, some people can do that. But you have to know what your calling is and how best to go about it.
But I can understand how that will work for you, because then probably, I mean, if you prepare the set, that's not what is reverberating with the audiences at the particular time. And so it will sort of also distort you. And
then, people, regardless, they don't mind. They plan on what to play track 1 to track 10. And they come.
And they go through with it like that.
Yes, regardless of the mood of the people. And like... As I grew in this career, I realized that reading the room and reading like the atmosphere is important for the kind of songs you're going to play. Okay. That's when the when matters. So I stopped and I made sure I was prepared for whatever that's like possible or happening.
Yeah, taking it bits at a time. I get that. Now, I've asked about mistakes, so it's only right that I ask also about, you know, your achievements, the ones that stand out to you, regardless of how quote unquote small or big.
Well, from the beginning, winning the competition. Last year, I was booked to play a gig in Bali.
Okay.
And I've been on most of the big platforms out here. Afrofuture.
You did Afrofuture, you did Dirty Wave. I was going to come to that and asking about your 2023, but run us through.
So some of these big stages, when I was a YFM, all their like big events and stuff. And for the past 2 years, I've been with Back, and we've had like a good run.
Okay.
So yeah.
How does it work for you? You know, just. I'm trying to understand, right? Because I think that you guys lose a lot of sleep. A lot. Doesn't it one way or the other distort your sleep patterns? Because in a week, maybe you are out not sleeping or 4 or 5 times a week. So the 2 other times that you're at home. Like how does it all play out, right? And also in catering to your health, because that's also really important.
So regular season, because now it's looking like off season because we're taking a rest.
Okay.
Regular season, you would find me always asleep between like 7 to 1 p.m.
Okay.
7 a.m. to 1 p.m.
That's why you're struggling this morning.
Yes. You find me always asleep. My phone is on Do Not Disturb. So once I'm awake around 2, like I adjust everything that I have. Do you get me? But the sleep patterns, of course, that's the line you chose, so you adapt to it.
Right. And how are you taking care of your health? What are the things you do to take care of your health?
So I work out. Okay. I work out. Like the first 2 hours of my, like when I wake up, I do work out and try and eat healthy. Like not compromise too many things. Like not too much bad stuff for your body, like things I can mention, but
Okay, okay. Now let's talk about your 2023.
Yeah.
You just skimmed through, your performing at, a few places and all of that. Let's talk about Afro Future. Okay, the crowd was massive.
Awesome, crazy.
Yes, crazy crowd. But you did your thing. You managed to turn up the crowd and all of that. First of all, I understand when you say that you don't do like a set prep and all of that. What was different, with your Afro Future performance or delivery? And then also, were you elated? Were you shocked that, the crowd responded as they did?
So I was there like couple of hours before my set,
okay,
and like other DJs played. Not to take anything from their sets, but I just took what they didn't do or what I felt like. So before my set, I was a consumer.
Okay.
I came into the crowd trying to feel what they were feeling and realize, oh, okay, these guys haven't heard or they're missing these things. So when I went on stage, I could just put them together and just deliver to them.
Okay, I like that. I like that you mentioned that, because there's a conversation of, DJs playing, similar sets where you can literally guess what song will come, after the other and all of that. So I like what you say on that. Now, how long have you been DJing for?
This year will be 10 years.
10 years, okay.
Yeah.
So congratulations on your 10 professional years in DJing, right?
Yep.
What would you say to somebody who is now, going to pick that up as a passion or as a career?
I would say you should take it very serious. In as much as there's not that respect for it, you need to take it serious. Because people, when I say respect, people feel like it's something very easy to do. You can just get up and play music. Nah, there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of investment that goes into it. If you take it serious, you're going to make a lot of money from it. So I would say like they should take it like really very serious, and always be open to learn. Like always be open to learn, because through my years, every time my mindset has changed on something. About it,
right? And always being ready to learn cuts across, every industry. So yeah, that's good. Are there any particular skills or qualities that you think that they should have to venture into it? And then we get into talking about the respect bit.
Yeah, so I feel like you need to know where you're going, because I started out with some friends.
Okay.
We all came for the competition. And we're finalists. But now, looking back 10 years, I've seen all of us in different spaces. Right? And I'm sure from the beginning, we all knew where we wanted to go. I knew what I wanted to do. They also knew what they wanted to do. So if you know what you want to do, then you can direct yourself towards it. Not like just looking at what somebody's done and trying to remodel it. You get me? Because nowadays, that's what happens. Oh, I've seen this guy here. Oh, Eddie's playing Afro Future. Okay, I want to play Afro Future. Then they start making calls. Or else you probably might not be in the right position to do that. You get there and you flop, and you are struggling. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes,
so you need to know what you want to do from the beginning, then you drive towards it.
Okay. With everything you've said, it speaks to me of authenticity, right? I can hear that in everything that you're saying. In your 10 years, how would you say that things have changed when it comes to DJing in relation to respect, right? Because then I think that before we were not even giving so much attention to DJs. We even referred to everybody who plays music as a spinner, right? Before now, we started drawing the line between who a spinner is and who a DJ is.
So I'll say from the past, like how others did carry themselves and how quiet they were about their struggles and the complication of the work led to that. But now I feel like because of social media, some of us are able to like go out there and just like let you know what goes into the work, and it's not just about picking 2 or 3 songs to put out. You get me? So I think we are really expressing what goes into the work, and for it to now draw certain attention, because now you're like, oh, okay, now people are seeing the difference that, oh, okay, if I book this person, I'm assured of like some good time.
Quality.
Yeah, and if I book this person, and now people are like, oh, this DJ was good, or this DJ wasn't good. Like, what's the difference? Why is this guy so good, and why is this guy not so good? Then you are realizing it, right?
So consumers are understanding the difference,
and I think social media is also like giving us a platform to also kind of like express and show more of what is going on.
Okay. All right. Now, in being expressive and in showing more of what's going on, I see you wear T-shirts that have this inscription YKTFB. Yeah. What does that mean?
I can mention one word in there.
Okay, we get that's
yes,
the F.
So it's fine. So you know
okay.
the F vibe.
The YKT.
Yeah, you know the F vibe.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You know the F vibe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a movement I started 2022. So I thought of having something that was going to be there regardless of how my career went.
Okay.
Whether I went up or it came down. I wanted something to be a constant in there. So I started this movement. It's just it's a party on one face. It's a match on one face, and it's a platform to grow new DJs on another face.
Okay, so it's in 3 parts.
Yes, in 3 parts. So when I started, I used to sell the merch to sponsor the parties.
Okay.
And the parties also give platforms for DJs, young DJs, to come on board and show.
Oh, but I like the idea of it, right? Yeah. So it's like the money is just going round and round.
Yes.
I like it. How would you say it's gone since inception?
It's good. It's growing well. Last year, August, I did the anniversary at Bandor, and it was crazy. Like, the numbers were crazy. Another thing about the party is taking it around cities. So I've done Ebri, I've done Akosombo. To do Kumasi and probably the north, I've got some people in there.
I like the idea of that.
Yeah, so we move the party around. If we come to your city and you know the vibe, you come to.
Show up. I like the idea of that, so that it's not like everything is centered in already centered in Accra anyway. So I like the idea. What informed that decision to take it across cities?
So this is what, like, you see, in my like journey, I realized that there'll be up and downs. Like, every time, maybe I'll be on a certain pedestal and next thing I lost the job or something like that. So I wanted something that was going to be a constant, whether or not I was having a good year or a bad year. Do you get me? So I created it. And I've always had this passion of having something like attached to my name, like something I use my name to build, that later might build my name.
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
So I was like, now that I have the platform and I have everything, every resources I need, I could just create something. And I was in a hard time at that time.
Right.
So it just forward the energy to like
keep
create
going.
it. Yeah. Okay. And it's been good.
It's been good. I like it. I like the idea of it, and all the best. So far, how many young DJs have you been able to groom via YKTFV?
I've not. Okay, well, I won't say I've groomed them, but I've given them platforms to play.
Okay, so how many have you given platforms to?
Quite a number. Off head, I can think of like 4.
Okay, would you name drop for me?
Yeah, OJ, Kofi K, Didi, female DJs too. Like Didi is a female DJ. One more. Bright. Okay. Bright guy. Couple of them. Trust me. So when I do this event, it's an open platform. My anniversary had like 12 or 13 DJs come through, play, some upcoming, some established.
Okay. Yeah. So for someone to want to be part of the YKTFV and they want to play at any of the events, are there any criteria?
No, we have a page on our social media pages, Twitter, IG, YKTFV worldwide. You just like get informed there. When we have a party, we put a flyer out. Okay. We pull up.
Okay, just pull up and have fun. Okay, now AD, you make people happy at events, right? Through music. Yep. How do you make yourself happy?
So I've always said this. Playing music, I found out that it was therapeutic for me. Okay. Through the years. It just gave me some fulfillment when I'm able to have the crowd like active. So like I could be very tired, and when I'm playing my set, I'm not feeling it, and right after my set, I'm like, I'm tired.
Right.
So even sometimes I could be sick and I'll be so drawn away from the illness whilst I'm playing my set. So I think being able to do that and like have people energized and like
there's a lot
around,
of fulfillment in that.
Yeah, it gives me happiness. Like I sleep better.
You sleep better doing that. Yes. I understand that totally. I understand that, especially when you say that even when you're sick, you're able to, put it away and still deliver. There's been times I've been ill, and I realized after they said that, I'm still ill. Actually, how they cough still? Yeah.
Like, I didn't cough the whole 1 hour set, Yeah. It's like that sometimes.
That's right. How are family and friends taking, your trajectory and, the career?
So I've never had any issues where family or friends or whatever. Mm-hmm. If you know me well, I'm a very straight-headed person. It's what I want to do. Like once I'm convinced that this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. My mom, I don't remember, but my mom paid half of the fees or whatever the forms cost me to go into the competition. Okay. And I think 3 weeks after, I pick up my bag on the Saturday. I'm like, I'm going to work. Is that what to work? I'm like, the money you gave me.
That's what it is.
So yeah,
that's good.
And friends, I've had this close circle friends that have been very low key background, promoting, supporting, advising, and giving me feedback from what like people, the general public is saying from like the beginning till now. So yeah, it's been a good run.
Awesome. And then we hope and pray that you have, better runs, in the future. Yeah. I like how you've, also created a branch to the DJing with the merch and the parties, and then, giving other DJs an opportunity. Yeah. That's also, by extension, etching your name in the sands of time. So that is really, really nice. So all the best with 2024. Fingers crossed that you get on a bigger stage. You cross borders with the music, and then also maybe give us more music. Are you looking at that? Being a producer.
Long term. Okay. But as part of 10 years, I'm trying to put out like a body of work. I don't know for sure what it will be, but I'm working on some stuff.
Okay. Yeah, all right, let's see how that goes. Maybe in the next couple of years, just as we hear DJ Khaled, we hear AD DJ, well, right?
I've got a couple of songs I've been featured on.
Okay.
So normally people put songs together and want you to host it.
To be on there.
I have had that in the past, but yeah.
Okay, we'll see more of it in the next couple of years. So yeah, all the best, ADDJ, and thanks for coming on Unpacking this morning. All right, guys, we have been speaking to ADDJ. You can catch the conversation. If you missed a bit of it, you can catch it on our socials, okay? Especially on YouTube for the full conversation. It's 3 music networks. My name is Lerny Lomotey, your international TV and radio presenter living in Ghana at the moment.